Hey Virgo, hey, how are you feeling? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. If you're not new, today, Virgo, we are talking about elevating and the chain or the cycle that needs to be broken in order for you to do that. Keep in mind, Virgo, that this message is not for every Virgo placement, and that is okay. Take it as it resonates. And Virgo, you know what? This message is probably not going to be very pretty, and that is okay too. Life isn't that way sometimes. But here at Your Highest Good, we are always trying to help you as we help ourselves towards our highest good. And it requires sometimes to let people, places, and behaviors go because they don't serve us any longer. And that is more than okay. All right. So please don't think, Virgo, that this message is coming from anywhere but from a place of love because I love you, Virgo. All right. So if you like my vibe, Virgo, if I am your jam, and I understand that I'm not everybody's jam, and I'm okay with that. Go ahead and do that ritual on YouTube that you do so well, which is like, share, subscribe. If you would like Virgo to get a reading, a pre recorded private reading, there is a link in the description box below that tells you how to do that. Now we're about to get into it. What is the energy surrounding the chain or cycle that Virgo needs to break in order to elevate? Because we want to see you elevating towards your highest self, towards your highest good, all the things, because you deserve it. You're great. What's that energy, spirit, surrounding the chain? Okay, here we go. It says health. At the bottom of this card, it says health issues could arise. I don't feel like arise is spelled correctly, but there's two R's in arise, and I don't think there's two R's in arise. But regardless, this is about your health. At the bottom of the deck is distance. Distance. It says you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Yeah. Is okay. So this isn't going to resonate with everybody, and that's okay. For some of you, there is a partner, um, and whether you're married or not, that's okay. That's not my business, and that doesn't matter. Um, who is physically distant, and the distance is, of course, increasing stress and all the things, um, and some of you, the that person is still in the home, but there is emotional distance. Not all these partnerships are romantic. So some of these may be, Spirit is saying that this may be also about business, where you two have, or if there's more than one, um, there's been a split, maybe with a decision that had to be made, where you all thought that the business should go this way, and then someone else or another group thought it should go this way, and the health of not only you but the business is up for question. This could also be someone who is close to you, who may be a chosen family or family, um, best friend. So don't think that this partnership that is talking about on the bottom of the deck is solely for romantic partners. This is, um, about relationships, but we're going to get a little more insight here about the situation. What is the situation surrounding this energy, spirit? What's the situation surrounding this energy? All right. The world in reverse. Two of Swords. Ace of Cups. Hmm. At the bottom of the deck. Wow, another ace. Ace of Swords. It's I'm looking at this hand. um Actually, I'm looking at what I'm seeing here is that um the hand is holding on real tightly. Of course, this is the hand of the divine, but looking at this hand of the divine, their hand is open as opposed to holding on to the handle there, or holding, if it was a different type of cup, holding like that. It's more of, receiving. And it's like, um what I'm seeing is that you are resistant and seeing the opportunity, and it's not because maybe you don't want to see the opportunity. A lot of times we can't see because of how we've been conditioned to see opportunities, literally. And with the world in reverse, the world is all about endings and beginnings and coming out of things so new things can begin. And it's in reverse. You're staying in a place of stagnation with the Two of Swords here. With the Two of Swords, is although there are multiple opportunities here with ending, whatever this change is, for with whatever this relationship is to you, the distance, because the Ace of Cups, it's all about emotional fulfillment. It's about, filling your cup, and the divine feeding into that cup. That's what the dove is. And the you or the universe, whoever it is that you lean into for guidance, Virgo, and having this breakthrough, having this truth come in and cut like a knife. It's like almost like you see it, but you know how you could see something and feel it and know that it's happening, but you don't really want to believe it. Like if you allow it, it's like, okay, yeah, that's the end. It's the end of an era. And it's like a denial, because her eyes are closed, almost like she refuses to make a decision. So if I just stay here, maybe things will change. And while you're staying here in this situation, your health, the health of your business, the health of the relationship, and possibly your relationship with others is suffering. Wow. I want to get a little more insight on this before we get the advice. Can you clarify this spread, please, Spirit? Thank you. Knight of Swords. Five of Swords. Okay. More swords. That's the nine of swords. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, again, decision. We got another two. 22 may be significant to you. Um, you may want to look up the angel number 22. But yeah, it's about you weigh the options, or you're still trying to weigh the options and kind of hoping that it leans one way, because you see how she's paying attention to one pentacle more than the other. It's like, this is what I want though. Although, there's this other pentacle journal right here, like, but this is what I need to happen. But let's go into this spread, this clarification spread. Again, lots of swords, lots of mental, because again, they're trying to, the divine, the universe is trying to give you this breakthrough, but it's it's almost like you know better than the universe, because we have the Knight of Swords, who is somebody who is kind of impulsive, not kind of impulsive, they are for the most part, because you see the horse, it's like, let's go, let's do it. They are somebody who wants to get in it. And the Five of Swords, somebody that is willing to win at all costs. And you see the the folks who weren't the winners, they're walking away. And this person has their spoils. Some of it, he ain't even trying to pick up. You're like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's like you want to win or be right at all costs. And it's really to your detriment. This right here, even at the bottom of it, you see that fight? That's you and the divine, but it's also you and within. There's an inner battle, and it's playing out in your body. It's playing out in your other relationships, because now maybe you even snap more because you're not getting sleep, because you're not eating. Um, so you walking around hangry and shit. It's like, yeah, it's all the things. Wanting to be right as opposed to have peace. And this person right here, he's not quite a king. He just he just reacts instead of responds. Even the horse here is looking at him like, you know what you're doing? You see the horse? You see where his eyes are looking like, okay, like, I'm gonna go here, but I don't think we should do it. We're going into danger instead by ourselves, motherfucker. Like, it's like that, because the wind, if you look at the wind, it's blowing towards them, and the horse is looking like, yo, I don't know. Why we going into this tornado? Advice. Let's get this advice. What is the advice for Virgo in order for them to elevate? We have the sun. That's good. Three of Wands. Page of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck. Ooh, okay. They got the star. The star. It's the star. There's some things that has to be healed. And you're being spiritually guided, whether you believe it or not. Like all of the aces, that's your spiritual guidance. You remember the ace of swords, the ace of cups? That's the spiritual guidance. There is still hope. Although things look bleak, what I'm hearing is what was meant for your bad is ultimately for your good. So just because you have been conditioned and it's not going to feel great, but just because it the situation is not the greatest, it doesn't mean that it's not for your highest good. They are trying to renew you. They are trying to renew this whole situation. And maybe not in the way that you think it should be, but maybe in the way that it needs to be. Does that make sense? The sun, the three of wands, page of pentacles. Hmm. This is about being confident in exploring new territories, being confident in the things that are being shown and given to you. This is the page of pentacles, and this is a smaller version of the ace of pentacles, right? And there is an opportunity to start over. It may require you to start anew. It may require to not necessarily wipe the slate clean, but to start from a different beginning and have a learning curve. It may mean for some of you, especially if we're talking about, severing a business or going in the other direction, it may mean taking a slight cut, but saving the business. It may also mean for some of you, you know, maybe not getting a larger return on the investment, maybe a smaller return. If this is about a relationship, this is an opportunity for some of you to get something where there may have been nothing. And then for others, it may be more of a little more than you expected. Whether it looks like money, whether it looks like you actually get the home, or it looks like you actually come up with a little extra than you actually expected. But the three of wands for me in this situation is about, you can actually have peace. You can actually have joy and contentment, but you got to stop boxing yourself in and pay attention to what's being offered. Pay attention to actually what's not only what's being said, but what's being done. See it from a different perspective. Actually, look at the whole entire picture. because you would actually have not, there's more than one way to be successful. There's more than one way to be prosperous. And Virgo, I have a hell of a lot of Virgo in my chart. It's not my sun sign, but there's a lot of it. And I listen, ask me how I know about being right versus wanting peace. Like, ask me how I know. Ask me how I know about control. Control. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not. But this is about opening your mind to other ideas and actually, you know, um, seeing that there is more than one way. There's not just your way. Although, with that Virgo energy, there is only one way, and that's the Virgo way, right? But there is still hope. There is still healing that can occur. It doesn't necessarily mean that for all of you things are going to be over, but there's, with the world, there's definitely going to be change. No, the change may not look how you want it to look, but again, it doesn't mean that it's not for your highest good, because that's exactly what it's for. What's the outcome, spirit? Should Virgo take your advice? The outcome. Should Virgo take your advice? What is the outcome? Ooh, should Virgo take your advice? Talking about another breakthrough here. It's a sword. Nine of swords. That thing keeps coming out. Look, I ain't making this shit up. Y'all saw me shuffling. Bottom of the deck is judgment, renewal. These people are, this is a chance for you to, for some of y'all, literally rise up from a dead situation to be renewed. This is their opportunity. This is your chance. This is a judgment call. Because these people are dead. That's why they're grayed out. And this is a renewal opportunity. Again, the Two of Swords isn't always about stalemate, and not making a decision or holding on to what you want to happen. Sometimes it is about new beginnings and allowing this breakthrough, allowing this truth to happen. No, it's not going to always uh, be it's not going to be it's not like you won't be triggered. But what the Nine of Swords also shows is that this breakthrough is inevitable. It is going to happen whether you choose it or not. Right now, you have a choice. Right now, you have a choice. And just ask me how I know about not making decisions and when the writing is on the wall. These swords are on the wall. Um and this is spirit saying, like, this is a chance for renewal, and the outcome is inevitable. this beginning is going to happen. And you can either, you know, voluntarily renew, stand up and be like, all right, y'all, let's, whoever, whatever the situation is, be like, okay, all right, cool. Let's try it. Let's do it your way. Let's see what happens. I'm open to the situation, and go with the flow, or, not. But whatever you decide to do, just know, Virgo, we still love you here. We do. We still have free will. So, with that said, Virgo, I hope this helps. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you. And until next time, y'all, take care.